What's up, y'all? I'm Paul Gallant, host of The Paul Gallant Show on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. And he is Cody Stutes, host of The Wheelhouse, 3 to 7, ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Cody, we are very excited because in a couple of weeks, we get to go to one of our favorite places in the world, the Circa Resort and Casino, so we can do a little bit of gambling on football. And Cody, this is something that you're very familiar with the Circa Million Challenge.
Yeah, Circa Sports has two fantastic football contests. They're the biggest contests in Las Vegas. $14 million, Paul. $14 million in prizes in this. And you talked about the Circa Million contest. The Wheelhouse was in it last year. We did not win, or you wouldn't see us here, okay? But you can enter, and you enter in Vegas, you play from anywhere, and there are a ton of ways to win the Circa Million. They got quarterly prizes. They've got prizes for the worst picks, which I thought we were pretty close to winning a couple of different times. They have so many different ways to win. They're going to pay out a ton of money, over $3 million to the top 100 entries at the end of the year. And it's real simple. You're picking 5 games against the spread every week in the NFL season.
Let's talk about one of those games then. Week 1, our beloved Houston Texans are 9-point dogs on the road against Lamar Jackson, Odell Beckham Jr., and the Baltimore Ravens. Let's talk about that game for a second. Do you feel like the Texans are actually going to be enjoyable, number one, but number two, a winning possibility, or at least a covering possibility in that game?
The Texans are going to win people some weeks in this contest. I know it. I just know it. It may not be early on in the season, or it may be early on in the season when you're betting against them, but I can tell you, if you believe in DeMeco Ryans, by the latter part of the year, the number's going to be wrong on the Texans, or the vibes are going to be wrong on the Texans, and DeMeco's crew is going to have it going by the end of the year. That first week, though, the number not being 10, Lamar back, new offense, it should be pretty impressive for the Ravens on the offensive side. And with the Texans, I don't know. Are they scoring against that Ravens defense? We'll have to see.
I feel like they're going to have a pulse this season. I feel like there's actually a chance that they cover in week 1. And I know we're looking so far down the road, and we are also under the assumption that C.J. Stroud's going to end up winning the starting job for the Texans by the end of training camp. I don't see any world where it's not C.J. Stroud. But maybe I'm just wishfully thinking here because I don't want to ever watch Davis Mills with my eyeballs again. But I feel like there's a chance that they would cover. So that's the first thing that you can do to participate in Circa Sports. You've also got the Circa Survivor Challenge. This is more up my wheelhouse, Cody Stutes. I love Survivor Challenges, and guess what? In this, there's an $8 million guaranteed prize to the winner, $1,000 an entry. You pick one team a week just to win, and if you make it all the way to the finish line, $8 million. I imagine, Cody, that for some people you might be looking at week 1 with the Texans playing Baltimore and saying, you know what, I'm picking Baltimore in week 1 to start this Survivor Challenge off right.
Well, if you're looking at that, be careful because last year I'm sure a lot of people had the Texans pegged as an easy week 1 victory, and ties are going to be a loss in this contest. You got to pick a winner every single week. It's a race to 20-0, and if you're the last man standing, you mentioned it, $8 million to the winner if you're the last person standing. And did we tell you, you enter in Vegas and you play from anywhere when it comes to Circa Sports' largest pro football contests in Las Vegas? You enter in Vegas and you can play from anywhere. It's really simple. It's really easy.
Plus, this place rules. This is my favorite place in Las Vegas. There's this massive pool area with all sorts of TVs. You can watch all the games that you want, whether it's before football season or especially during football season. And if you're more of an indoor person, they've got this amazing sportsbook area with theater-style seating. You can see every single game. You can see all the lines. This is the place to go if you like watching sports and putting a wager or two on those sports along the way.
It's fantastic. You talked about Stadium Swim. Circa is a first-class organization from the moment you walk in the door to the moment you check out. And let me tell you, you're not going to want to check out. Well, maybe you'll just move in if you win one of these contests as well. And don't forget, football contest weekend, August 24th, 25th, 26th. The Wheelhouse will be there. ESPN 97.5 will be there. We want to see you there entering these contests. Again, you enter in Vegas, you play from anywhere, and then you win the big money at the end. And because we told you, you're going to take us along for the ride and the party when you win, too.
He is Cody Stutes. I'm Paul Gallant. We better see you at Circa Sports, Circa Resort and Casino. And hopefully the Texans will be a big help making us some money.
Go get you some money. Go win big.